Midnight in Paris. Elise had always dreamt of visiting Paris. To her, it wasn't just a city, it was a realm of romance, art, and history. When she finally arrived, it was everything she had imagined and more. The first day, she wandered through the narrow streets of Montmartre, where the echoes of artists like Picasso and Van Gogh seemed to linger in the air. She spent hours at the Louvre, getting lost in the gaze of the Mona Lisa and the grandeur of the palace itself. Yet, as captivating as the city was by day, it was Paris at night that truly enchanted her. One evening, after a long day of exploring, Elise decided to take a walk along the Seine. The city lights shimmered on the water, and the Eiffel Tower sparkled like 1,000 diamonds in the night sky. As she strolled past the Pont des Arts, the bridge known for its thousands of lovelocks, she felt an inexplicable pull toward the heart of Paris. It was midnight when Elise found herself at the foot of the Notre Dame Cathedral. The ancient stones seemed to hold countless stories, and as she gazed up at the towering spires, she felt a sense of timelessness wash over her. Suddenly, a soft melody drifted through the air. Curious, Elise followed the sound to a small, hidden courtyard where an old man played a violin. His music was melancholic yet beautiful, resonating with the soul of the city itself. Elise stood there, captivated by the melody, when she noticed a young man sitting on a bench nearby, sketching the scene. He was so absorbed in his work that he didn't seem to notice her presence. But when he finally looked up, their eyes met, and for a moment time seemed to stand still. "Bonsoir," he said, his voice warm and welcoming. "Do you like the music?" Elise nodded, feeling a connection she couldn't quite explain. They introduced themselves and she learned his name was Julien, an artist living in Paris for the past 5 years. He showed her his sketch, an ethereal depiction of the courtyard, with the violinist as the centerpiece. They talked for hours, sharing stories of their lives, their dreams, and their love for art. As the night grew colder, Julien offered Elise his scarf, and they continued walking through the quiet streets of Paris, lost in conversation. Before she knew it, the first light of dawn was breaking over the horizon. They found themselves on the Pont Alexandre III, the most ornate bridge in Paris. The city was waking up and the golden statues atop the bridge glowed in the early morning light. "I wish this night would never end," Elise whispered. "Every night in Paris is like a dream," Julien replied. "But it's the memories we make that keep the dream alive." As the sun rose, they knew they had to part ways, but they promised to meet again. Elise felt a strange certainty that this was only the beginning of her story in Paris. With one last look at the city she had fallen in love with, Elise turned and walked away, her heart full of the magic of the night and the promise of what was yet to come. Paris, a city of endless charm and wonder, had given Elise not just a memory, but a piece of itself to carry in her heart forever.